What is up, y'all? Devontae back in the house. Ajax season review. It is here. Subscribe, like the video. Go check out my Arsenal season review. Link is going to be in the description for all you people, man. Oh boy, Ajax. A comeback season, but not really much of a comeback season, I would say. I mean, they worked their way back up into like being like taken serious again as far as that's concerned. But they ain't got no silverware to accommodate that for, especially when you're in the title race and they dropped 9 points, also no God forbid Baker. So basically a trophy for the season. But yeah, second back in the Champions League. Especially for the necessary funds, it is a good thing. But other than that, it's nothing to really celebrate for or to celebrate about. Other than that, that Ajax is basically this is Ajax right here, the biggest bottlers of all time. That doesn't belong to Arsenal anymore. It belongs to Ajax. The biggest bottle belongs to Ajax, and yeah, man. Let's get into the players. Just like the Arsenal season review, I'm gonna get into the lineup first. Grade them from 1 to 10. Then I'm gonna grade the manager, and then I'm gonna grade the season. So let's start with the first name on the list, Lucas Rosa. Number 2, Lucas Rosa. He came in halfway through the season, so I'm not gonna rate him too harsh, but I've seen some good performances here and there from him. Started off bad, but he had some decent performances against PSV and Willem II. Also against FC Twente, he played decent, so I'm gonna give him a 5.5. 5.5, I think is fair for him. Next up we got the Danish Alexander Zinchenko, the passion merchant, Anton Gai. I don't like this guy, but if I have to give him a rating, especially from last season where he got subbed off twice in the first 30 minutes of the game against Ajax and Feyenoord, he worked his way back up though. He had some good performances, but you can tell that this is not the level that we're striving for. So I'm gonna give this guy a 6. I think 6 is fair. It's just that this guy, he trying to be a cross merchant, but he can't cross for shit. His defense is not good, and going forward, he really doesn't offer that much, I would say. Like, he works hard, but like he doesn't really have anything else to or you can say, okay, yeah, this guy is gonna be something. I feel like he's gonna be a guy that you will see in the German league in a few years, or maybe next year. I hope next season, because we need a better right back, that's for sure. I feel like Lucas Rosa might be that, or somebody from the youth academy. Jodel Hato. I've been critical of this guy, right? Because there's a lot of potential in this guy, very talented. But sometimes I just feel like he's a little soft, He's kind of like a Carl Anthony Towns, like he's not that hard. And this guy, he got a Curacilian background, and as far as I know, my Curacilian, all like the niggas I knew from back in the day, or that used to be my dudes, they ain't fuck around, you know what I'm saying? They they don't fuck around. So for him to be kind of softish, it's kind of like, I also think he don't speak the language. I remember, I think the president or prime minister from Curaçao, or whatever, was at Ajax, right? And Jodo Hato was a greenness guy, and the guy was asking him in Papiamento, like, do you speak Papiamento? And he was like, no, I don't speak that shit. I'm like, bro, even I can speak a little bit of Surinamese, bro. So like, it's kind of weird, but it is what it is, man. I'm not going to judge him off of that, like. But start off sluggish the first half of the season, but second half he picked it up. So for that, I will give him a 7.5. He definitely still needs to make some progress in his game. Need to mature. It also, like, a lot of people forget that he has played nonstop, right? He played nonstop. He also doesn't really have a backup, So it also might be fatigue. But yeah, he there needs to be a proper backup for him. That's for sure. And also he needs some rest. But we'll see where it goes. Like, if he leaves, I won't be moping. I'll be sobbing or crying that, oh yeah, he's gone now, because I'm not really that impressed with him. But I see that the potential though, like, and I first thought he would be better off as a left center back, but there's a left back in him. There's a left back in him. Speaking of left backs, the next name on the list is Owen Vandal, and that motherfucker gets a big fat one, because he hasn't been impressive at all. Not at all. He played games and it was nothing that I was like, wow, Owen Vandal. This guy's been garbage for 2 straight seasons now. As a matter of fact, make that 3 straight seasons. 3 straight seasons, this guy has been absolutely garbage, man. So a big fat one for Owen Vandal. This motherfucker talking about, oh, easy, motherfucker. You ain't easy E. That's the only easy that we want, right? And not you. Next up, the captain, Jordan Henderson, who I believe is going to leave for Sunderland next season, because they're back into the Premier League after a long time. And congrats to Sunderland. Happy for Sunderland. I'm gonna give this guy a 6.5. 6.5, 7. 6.5. Because I wasn't really that impressed with Jordan Henderson. Yeah, his presence is there, but other than that, he didn't really offer much. And he only scored 1 goal in his 1.5 seasons at Ajax. Only 1 goal, and that was the last game. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, not impressed with Jordan Henderson. But he was crucial to the team. But he did a lot more yapping to the referee or complaining and shit, other than really being a captain, and it shows. Some people might say it's his age, or other people might say he was never really that good. That Fabinho and Wijnaldum covered his flaws on the midfield in Liverpool. Not that he was bad though, but I never really thought that Jordan Henderson was that great anyway. But come on, the level that Ice is in, you should stand out, but he didn't stand out at all. So yeah. Next up, Kenneth Taylor. I'm gonna give Kenneth Taylor, because I think I gave Joel Hata like a 7.5. I think Kenneth Taylor gets an 8. Stepped up big time this season though, but there were some games and that is like, no, this guy been ghost. But he stepped up. He performed much better than last season, where he got booed. I'm still not all the way convinced about this guy. I still think he needs to be sold. Like, it doesn't really like stand out or anything. It's kind of like Jordan Henderson. With Jordan Henderson, he also don't really stand out in nothing, like passing or dribbling and even him scoring. Kenneth Taylor, he doesn't really score that much, But if I have to judge it off of this season, I'll give him an 8 because he stepped up. I must say that, But again, a guy that is just like, he's just there. Oh yeah. Next name is not going to get any better neither. Like this guy, speaking about getting better, this guy got worse. The one and only Bobby Lashley cosplayer, the guy that thinks he's fucking Big E on the pitch instead of being Big B. Motherfucking Brian Broby, motherfucker, you definitely getting a big fat one for me as well, because you only scored 4 goals this season, right? And the only thing you do on the field is rock bottom in every player on the pitch that you're trying to post up against. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rock bottom you, or you're trying to give him a Shaquille O'Neal elbow Like, what the hell's wrong with you, bro? Now, this guy is last season I'm gonna say that he played good. So if it was last season, I would give him an A. But even last season, he was like not that good, but he was scoring goals. And if he scored goals, I would might give him a higher grade than just one. But just off of the fact alone that he for years he has not worked on this game. He lied to the fans. He lied to the media. Saying to talk about, oh yeah, I'm gonna work with Shoni Bosmar, and I'm gonna work on my game, and all that stuff. Just for the fact that you haven't worked on your game, and that at 23 years old, you still play the same way you played in the youth academy, and for the simple fact, right, that you didn't help us get the title over the line, you'll get a big fat one, and you have to hold that. Next up, Mika Hotz started off well. But then he got injured, and then after that, he's looking like Mika Martinelli. Mika Hos, for me, gets a 4. Gets a 4. He played better than Martinelli, especially in the first half of the season. But after that, was like, because I gave Martinelli a 3 in my Arsenal season review, so he gets 1 point more than Martinelli. Mika Hos, he definitely needs to work on his game as well. He definitely needs to step it up this next season. And I hope that Amuricho for Axel Dunga, right, we're my birthday twin. We got the same birthdays, but I'm a little older than you, more old, like way older than you. But I just hope that he stays fit for the love of God and gets his chance, because there's a lot more talent in Amuricho for Axel Dunga than Mika Hos. I just hope, that this guy stays fit, man. Like, all praises to the Most High that the guy gonna stay fit, man. I'm with you for Oxendonga. But Mika Hos gets a 4 though. Jay Horter won because we didn't see shit from him. We only played like 2 or 3 games, and yeah, that's a guy that needs to leave. Like, sell him to Twente or something, or Sparta out of the Dom. Sparta needs to keep going. Oh no, never mind, because they yeah. Kaplan. I'm gonna give Kaplan a 5. It's been with Kaplan. Yeah. Last season he would score a 6 or 6.5, but this season a 5 though. Yeah. Now I ain't got much to say about Kaplan other than that, like, you can go back to Trabzonspor. Yuri Baas. I'm gonna give Yuri Baas a 7 though. I think it's fair. He was a surprise of the season, stepped up immensely, because it was a left back at first, and then Farioli moved him into the left center back position, moved high to left back, and is much better at that position though. Even though I said that this guy is weak and he built like this pen right here, from a footballing standpoint, right, from a build-up standpoint, he offers a lot. And you could see when he got injured, it was looking like when Saliba got injured for Arsenal in their title race. But it could have been prevented if Hato was moved into that position a lot earlier. But yeah, Yuri Barnes, he got potential to grow into that position and be a decent center back or even a great center back. We'll see where it goes, but first he needs to return from an injury and see how he returns from that injury. So Yuri Barnes for me gets a 7. Now, because I gave Jota Hato a 7. I've been much more impressed with Yuri Barnes, so I'm gonna give him a 7.5. A 7.5 with him and Jota Hato. Mateus for me gets a 5.5. I would give him a 6, maybe even a 6.5 if it wasn't for those bozo moments, especially the one against Sparta Rotterdam. I don't know how the hell you even thought of picking up that ball. Yeah, so 5.5 for Mateus. But other than that, I wouldn't keep him though. I would definitely look for another goalkeeper. Plus fear that dinosaur. I'll get to him later, but this guy not getting any younger. So like, yeah, Mateus, not for me. Next on the list, Olivier Oliver Edvardsen from he also came through halfway to the season from Go Ahead Eagles, and I'll give him a 6. 6. I've been impressed with some of the games that I've seen from him. Hasn't been always performing, but every time he came on, he will score a goal and he'll do something. Got injured the last 3 games of the season, 2 games of the season. So 6 is fair for him. 6 is fair. Davy Klaassen. Yeah, this guy for me, it's really fucked up that Ice once again. I don't think I've said on the video before, but I think Ice and him got to an agreement for a 2-year contract extension, same as Berghuis, right? And that to me is a red flag. Because why the fuck are we still trying to hold on to the corpse of Davy Klaassen, bro? This guy for me gets I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4. Wasn't really impressive. You know what? Fuck that. Like, at least Mika Hots, I was impressed with Mika Hots, right? Because I gave Mika Hots a 4. So for David Klaassen, gets a 3 from me because he didn't do shit this season. Bertrand Traoré for me also gets a 3. Was even worse than his first season at Ajax in 2016-17. But he scored some goals. Especially that performance against PSV was great. But after that, he was very, very, very bad. Very bad, man. Like to the point where the fans had to boo him again. And yeah, man, this guy, he needs to go. He needs to go, man. Like him and Broby, man, Bebop and Rocksteady, fucking Bulk and Skull, man. All the goofy duos together, man. Like Team Rocket over there, man. Like Jesus Christ, man. Then we got the Dutch Takehiro Tomiyasu. Yes, I'm talking about another guy that's stealing a living, along with Owen Wijndal, by the way. But at least Owen Wijndal plays. Motherfucking Branko van der Bomen, the motherfucking Dutch I Am Groot. The motherfucking living Lange Jan from the Efteling. That is Branko van der Bomen. For all the people that know about Efteling, that's Branko van der Bomen right there. This fucking, you know what I'm saying? He looking like the blue monster from Space Jam. That's Branko van der Bomen right there, man. This guy gets also a big fat one, and I heard that he had to do surgery, right? I think it was the day that this guy found out that this guy had surgery on I think his knee or something, and he's out for 2 or 3 months just to dodge getting sold. Right, this motherfucker, he doing the same thing, he trying to evade getting sold. Like Wesley Snipes tried to evade his taxes years ago. Remember that when Wesley Snipes trying to avoid it, dodge his taxes, man. This guy, when it comes to dodging transfers, man, is like Ultra Instinct Goku, man. He really dodging those transfers and doing anything in his power to not be sold. You will get sold sooner or later, and if not, your contract get ripped up, and I hope it will happen because you suck. Next up is Remco Pasveer. I'll give him a 5.5. No, I'm gonna give him a 6. So I'll give him because he was important. But the last few games, you could tell he was rushed back from injury, and he's not getting any younger. It's only fair for me to give him a 6. Berghuis, to me, I'm gonna give Berghuis a fucking 1 as well, because he didn't do shit this season, man. And this guy get a 2 also contract extension, man. You're talking about people, right, that try to avoid getting sold, man. Him, Branko van der Bomen, Wijndal, who else? Jay Horton, man. Those guys trying to, they're really, trying to avoid getting sold, man. They're acting like those people that just escaped from the New Orleans prison. They're just trying to escape, not doing anything in their power not to get caught. Fucking, those guys are really stealing a living, man. And this guy, Steven Berghuis, man, he better off cosplaying Benson Boone at somebody's birthday party, and so he can sing "Please Stay." That's what you need to do, and do backflips off the fucking piano. That's what Steven Berghuis needs to do. You Benson Boone cosplayer. Daniel Rugani. I'm gonna give this guy a 3. Not really impressed by Daniel Rugani. When he came in, I always was like, what the fuck? Why are we bringing him in for, man? Like, he was already washed at Juventus. 3. Wout Weghorst. I'm gonna give Wout Weghorst a 7.5. 7.5. I think it's fair for Wout Weghorst. I don't like this guy. I never want this guy in my club, and I still don't want him in my club, but he is here, and he serves his purpose, though, especially coming off the bench, being a super sub. But other than that, this guy is not genuine. Something about him is just not genuine. It's like theatrical. I don't know what it is with this guy, man. It's not authentic. There's no authenticity with this guy, bro. Keon Fitz-Jim. I'm gonna give Fitz-Jim a 6. Some people want him to go. I feel like they're like under the right manager, he'll grow into becoming a proper midfielder. He got talent though. Maybe his ceiling is just like not top level Ajax. I don't think, maybe it's not there. But under the right manager, he might grow into like becoming maybe like a Irby Emanuel soon. Maybe that, but who knows? Christian Rasmussen for me gets a 4. I wouldn't say 3, but he did more than Klaassen and Daniel Rugani. I gave those guys a 3. Yeah, Rasmussen, you're talking about the Dolph Lundgren cosplayer. Yeah, well, like that's another guy needs to be sold as well, man. I give him a 4, just because he has some games where he performed. Yorti Mokio. Now this guy was brought in, I think, last season from Belgium. I think Gent or Genk, and very, very talented, man. Very talented. I'm gonna give him Moki. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. He did better than Fitchim, but of course you can tell that he still needs to mature. He just turned 17 a few months ago, so like there's potential there for him to grow, and especially in the midfield, I think that's where he can be at his best. As a 6 or maybe as an 8, but I feel like as a 6, that's where he's gonna be that guy. But there's definitely potential, so I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Dies Janssen, not seen enough of him, so I'm gonna give him a 4. He did play in the beginning, like the first few games, but I haven't seen enough of him, so I'm gonna give him like a 4. From what I've seen was rare. It's okay, but yeah, 4. Sutalo, I'm gonna give him an 8. Definitely another guy that stepped up immensely this season. Sutalo, no question, an 8. But yeah, just like the thing with his team, that doesn't have any presence, or like as people say nowadays, like aura, man. Because it's like those guys are just like quiet and like. Yeah, okay, Jordan Henderson, the classes speak a lot, but they're just yapping. It's like they don't, their skills don't do the talking, that's for sure. Like, this is like loudmouths, you know? Like, they're talking the talk, but they can't walk the walk. And then you have people, like, way too much people that don't really, like, speak or like, let their presence be known. And Sutalo and Kenneth Taylor, those were the, like, and many others are that guy, you know. But yeah. And then last but not least, another guy that came in halfway through the season from FC Twente, Yuri Regeer. Didn't play a lot, but he did play a few games, so I'm gonna give Yuri the Geer a 4. A 4, I think it's fair for Yuri the Geer. You know, I hope to see more from him next season, because I think that there's something there, but we'll see how that goes. Then the manager, of course, Farioli. Yeah, I've been harsh towards Farioli. But I also understand like the approach that he had this season, how he approached the team, the way he played football. Nice guy, very nice guy. But his football is not that good, you know. And even though he got the best out of the team, out of this mediocrity, to at least bring them back into the top 3, top 2, you know, and even gotten so far to even contend for a championship. But at the end of the day, you fumbled all 9 points, right? All 9 points were fumbled. PSV got to retain their title, you know, something that's never been done before. You also didn't get to win the Confederation Baker, which I felt like that was doable. That was so doable. Then that game against Frankfurt, where you could have actually, if you play with your best lineup, like maybe won, because Spurs won against them, you know. So yeah, how am I gonna judge him? You know, because I feel like I gave Arteta a 1, but the thing with Arteta is like I explained in my Arsenal season review as well. Arteta has been there for 5 seasons now, and it only got worse, right? Because last season I might give Arteta like a 5 or a 4, and between that. But just for this season, I would give him a 1. You know, with Fadioli, this guy just came in and he made something out of nothing. He made something out of nothing. So I feel like that gets a lot more points, right? So he'll definitely not get a 1 or 2 or a 3. So I think like I'm gonna stick in between. I'm gonna give Fadioli a 6. A 6. I think it's fair for Fadioli, right? I think it's fair, especially like the circumstance where Ajax came from. I feel like it's a 6. The minimum I would give him is a 5, but I'll give him a 6 just because of because Ajax ended up 5 last season. Like they ended up 5th. So I feel like 6 would have been. Yeah, you know what? It's 6, right? I'm gonna just give him a 6, just because I feel like, no, in just one season he got Ajax back to the Champions League, made something out of nothing. He even got so far to bring the fan base, unite the fan base. You saw that in the last game where you did the Tenta fans thought they could got into the skin of the Ajax fans and keep them quiet, but they were like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna stand behind our team. Just because we bottled the title doesn't mean that we're just we're gonna you know, leave these players to drown. I mean, I get that though. I get that, but like if it was me, I'd be like, you know, fuck that, cause like. But at that point, we already knew that there's so much you can do other than that, just like let your voice be heard, because it's already a notorious thing that Ajax fans are quite plastic and not really loud, but that's not true, you know. So I think a 6 is fair. No, it just depends on like who's going to be the next manager, and then I'll look back at this video and maybe like then I'll say like it's a 5. No, because I feel like the next manager only has like he has a springboard to like to take this team, you know, even to further heights. And of course, there are players that need to go, and it's just like I don't know who's gonna come in, you know, because the some of the talents here in this league already like agreed to go to join Feyenoord or PSV. So I really don't know who they're gonna bring in to do something and help this club become champions again. And then we'll see from there. But yeah, I just yeah, 6. And for the season to me gets a 5. I don't know what I gave Arsenal season. Did I give it the season a 1? No, I gave it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5, 4.5. I'll give it 4.5 because this was absolutely the worst football displayed. Right, I did not enjoy watching Ajax at all. Like there were only like a few games I enjoyed watching, but other than that, I did not enjoy it. I would only give them like 1.5 points more than Arsenal because of being in the title race. But just because they dropped the title by 9, actually not, fuck 4.5. I'm gonna give them a 4 just because of that fucking bullshit. So it's 4. Actually, I should give them a 1, but that would be overreacting. So a 4 would be fair, and yeah, I'm gonna stick to a 4. 4 for this season for Ajax because I did not enjoy no players, I did not enjoy the football, and I did not enjoy the result at the end. So yeah, I hope next season is much better, especially from a footballing perspective, right? And I just hope we will get to win some silverware again. I'll settle for a Confabé Baker because I don't know if PSV is going to regress. I don't think so. Feyenoord is looking, of course, to come back into the mix, and we definitely need to look for who's going to be the manager and who's going to go and which players are going to come in. So yeah. With that being said, tomorrow Chelsea Betis match reaction, and then we'll see from there. Because I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna watch the Champions League final. I just don't know. Comment down below what your thoughts are about the season from Ajax, and let me know how you grade this season. With that being said, I'm out.